Hey everybody, John T. Meyer here for episode 14 of Answers to Questions. We have a couple great questions we're going to tackle today. I'm excited to be back, so let's get right into it. So the first question comes from @__poll. What do you think about the future of infographics and storytelling on the digital strategy for brands? Great question, and I think what we're seeing at Lemonly is kind of this stretching of visual storytelling. So if the infographic is kind of the main, the 50th percentile, what we're often making for clients or seeing some really innovative stuff is the long and the short. So if the short is what you see on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook, what we kind of call micro content, these social media visuals, they're quick, they're fast, they're compelling, they're engaging, then the long is this long form visual storytelling journalism where there's photos, there's video, there's some podcasts, some great writing, possibly multiple chapters or installations. And so we're seeing this storytelling stretch and really take different forms, long and short. So I think that's something really to watch for. And as you see infographics evolve, we always say that the idea of explaining things and telling your story through design has existed forever, long before the infographic, and we believe will continue to exist. Just the shape and the size and the format might change. So our next question comes in on Twitter from @TwainRichardson. I think he's been on the show before, so this is his second question. Thank you. How many books have you read since the start of the year, and what's your biggest takeaway from them? So as of today, at the end of July here, I think I've read 15 books. My goal was to read 27, so I'm maybe just a touch behind, but I think I can catch up in the fall. Biggest takeaways, let's see, I read a variety of different books. I would say extreme ownership is that as a leader, you have to take the responsibility and really step up for your team to lead. The One Thing, great book about the power of focusing and the power of really just doing one thing really well. That's super great. The Girl on the Train, really good suspense. I'd recommend that book. And also Scandinavian culture is really fascinating and I want to live there someday. That's what I've taken away. If you want to see what I've read this far, check out the link here. And I made a list of all the books I'm reading this year. All right, our next question comes in on the Facebook page. And Aaron asked, if you were an entrepreneur who just graduated college, what is something you would tell the younger version of yourself? Great question, Aaron. I think I'd tell myself two things. I would say, one, care less about what other people think about you and about the things that you want to do and accomplish in your dreams and your goals, and care more about the people around you that you actually value and care about, your close friends and your family. So really think about who are the people you spend your most time with, right? That whole saying of you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So be very careful and mindful about who you care about. But as far as other people, just don't care about them. So the last question came in, I got an email. We're trying a lot of different things with Snapchat on Lemonly in particular. I'm still trying to figure it out. But someone asked, what are some tips or some hacks to be better at Snapchat? So unprompted, I'm gonna bring Michael on the side of the camera. He doesn't know we're doing this. You're always on the other side of the camera, so tell us, what are a couple hacks that you would do to be better at Snapchat?
I would say to look at the features of Snapchat.
Okay.
And to use them when you're actually recording. So reverse is great. Whatever I want at the end of the clip, I'll start recording that first, and then I'll transition away from that.
Okay.
And I'll go in reverse, and that will be the first thing that comes in.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Are you pretty excited about memories? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
So to explain that.
So memories, you can save snaps that you've already made. You can also take photos and video from your camera roll, and you can put them into your story. Why that's good is because a lot of people were using hacks before, and Snapchat didn't like that, and they were even prohibiting it or suspending accounts for it.
Yeah.
So now you can make a custom story without having to do it all through Snapchat.
And then also, you told me one hack in your stories is to post something on Snapchat toward the end of the night, right? Before you go to bed. So then when people wake up, you're at the top of their...
Yeah, exactly. The best thing for you to do as a Snapchatter is to do a snap it early in the day.
Okay.
So you're on top of the feed for the stories.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day, because you get bounced back in.
Nice.
So probably midday as well.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That is episode 14 of Answers to Questions. Thank you for all those folks who sent in the questions. And if you have one for next episode, you can tweet me using the hashtag AQJTM or tweet me @John T. Meyer Facebook page, or you can send them on Snapchat. We'll see you next time.